Guns become more important the longer you survive. They can give you a huge advantage over other players and lower the risk of death by the infected. They can also take a while to find. Here, I'll try and tell you not only where to find them and roughly what you'll likely find, but also what I believe to be the quickest way to locate them. But keep in mind, spawning guns are not guaranteed, so this does not mean you'll find a gun immediately every time, but it should increase the speed in which you do, especially when you know where to specifically look and where to avoid. If you liked the video, please leave a like or a subscribe. I'm a small channel and it really helps me out so much. But without further ado, let's get into the video. 89.5. Just arrived outside if you still want to meet. Right. I won't give you exact locations of every single place you can get a gun, but I will tell you what to look out for if you're trying to get armed quickly. However, I've added a link to the Izurvive app in the description, which not only shows you the map, but also lets you search by criteria. Let's start off simple with probably one of the first places you might be able to find a gun. This is a guard shack. You can find lower tier guns here, ammunition, attachments, and a bunch of other cool things. They can be found on industrial sites, generally on the outskirts, as well as docks, and both are worth checking out if you pass by. As a fresh spawn, the quickest way I find guns is by venturing to the docks and searching containers. The containers have to be military, such as this one. You can get some really decent weapons here, and not just pistols, shotguns, and rifles, but some good mid-game weaponry and attachments too. If your objective is to get armed as soon as possible, this is an effectively fast way to do it if the planets align and the spawn gods are on your side. But what about if you're in a town and nowhere near industrial or dock areas? These houses here, the ones with the stairs, offer a variety of loot, often including guns. You can find the Mosin, the Mark II silenced pistol, and various other useful bits. They're usually on the floor when you enter. You should also be checking these log cabins, which are also pretty good for finding guns. If you have an open back room in there, check that too, around the bed, tables, and so on. There are many other buildings which have guns, but in my experience, these have been the best and the quickest to get me armed. For rifles and other hunting related weapons, some cities and towns will have hunting cabins and other hunting related buildings nearby. These buildings are great and easily identifiable. Make sure to check the back rooms and under the counter as well as the front part. If you're looking to get armed quickly, looking around for the nearest one of these is an absolute must. Obviously, police stations are a good way to find guns. From pistols, shotguns, rifles such as the Mosin and even the MP5K, plus there's a multitude of spawn locations for ammo and other useful armory goods including protective vests. The quickest way to find these is to look for large cream observation towers in any town, or the large upside down T building in most large cities. Never forget to check adjacent buildings, as storage sheds, residential housing and even infected police officers can all carry weapons or useful gear. For some of the best guns, including machine guns and some really powerful long-range guns with attachments, grenades, armor and things like combat knives, military checkpoints are your best bet for speed. You can loot them extremely quickly and they can be found on a variety of main roads near the coast, making them one of the fastest way for you to get a decently leveled gun. But keep in mind the zombies here are much stronger than your average bear, so proceed with caution. I need to say, and this is extremely important to add, although all the places here are good to know and can absolutely speed up finding a gun for new players, the fastest way and the way I always recommend will usually be running to the nearest police station. The point of this video is to demonstrate all the places that you can get guns quickly to try and save your time, but the police station is the method I always teach because it's probably the most effective. To recap, when starting off, targeting the buildings such as the log cabins, the police station, docks and military checkpoints are a great way to get guns as quick as possible. Places to avoid include places like contaminated areas. By the time you get the gear you need to search them, you could have found the same things in one of the larger military bases in a fraction of the time. There are many other places to get guns that I haven't mentioned here, but this video is mainly focusing on speed, and everything that I've mentioned here you can get to within literally minutes. So mentioning the Northwest Airfield and other such places wouldn't be useful. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna go ahead and hang in here for a bit. Just leave you to it. Yeah. But these are just my suggestions. Tell me your suggestions in the comments, or just let me know if you disagree with anything I've suggested. At the very least, you might help somebody else. As I've said before, given my size, your interaction with these videos is so important to me, especially when trying to assess what content you want more of. So if you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want more. Thanks for watching, and as always, until next time.